Hey everybody, it's Lawrence Pritchard, Flat Rock Distilling Company. I'm between customers right now. It's kind of a slow Friday night. Weather's not too bad. Sometimes we're busy on Fridays and sometimes we're not. Really depends on a lot of factors, I think. Pretty tired. Been here most of the day getting some stuff done, getting some liquor ran, some corn ran, did some mash, did some cleaning. Still working on our basement, our cellar, trying to get that cleaned up and looking like it did when I first moved in here. So there's like 10 years of brewing equipment and kegs and all kinds of stuff down there that I have to go through and get cleaned up. So we're working on that too. Just a lot of stuff going on. We're in the process of opening a new distillery in the Toledo area, Maumee, and we're hoping to get that up and running and open at least for bottle sales and samples within the next couple months. So we're looking forward to that, and then we'll get our liquor license to allow us to have beer, wine, and all that good stuff. So it's been about, 6 or 7 months since we started this project, and we're really starting to see it come to fruition. It's really a cool process. Couple things that we had to do, kind of running really quick, over opening a new distillery. I already had a DSP in Napoleon, so all I really needed to do was apply for a new DSP, because we're going to actually keep Napoleon. That's going to be our barrel warehouse. So we're going to actually do away with the A3A license here in Napoleon, but we're going to keep our federal warehouse license, because this is where we're going to keep all of our oak, all of our barrels for long-term aging processes, like a 5-year bourbon, 10-year, 15, and so on. So this is going to be our wood age facility. It's going to be a place that we can come in and just turn out a bunch of liquor and fill barrels and not really worry about sales here. This is more about barrel aging, but we will have some demos and tastings and things like that. I'm trying to look at legality with that with our lawyer, just to make sure that we're good as far as like the laws go. But from what I understand, that we can have people in here if we get our A3A license here. But I'm not really interested in that right this second. I'm more interested in getting the Napoleon distillery up and running and getting that place going, because a lot of our customers that come on Saturday, they're coming from Maumee, Perrysburg, Toledo area. So we want to definitely get closer to those people that are driving a long way to come all the way to Napoleon. So that's kind of what's going on with us. I did my last run yesterday, actually. Made my last mash today, and I've been here for about 12 years, I believe, a little over 11, 12 years. So it's going to be bittersweet, kind of moving our operations, but I'm going to know that there's going to be a lot of barrels here, and there's a lot of products that are going to be aging here over the next decade. So it's a place that we're always going to have, and we're always going to be able to utilize down the road. The place in Fallen Timbers, my wife did a great job. She's got the menu ready already. We made the decision not to sit back and wait for the TTB license, that we're going to go ahead and open up and just do NA. And it was actually a pretty good success. We had a lot of people come in, and she has the menu perfected. We have a nice following for NA, and we promised people that we're going to keep the NA beers and wines and things like that. We're just going to keep those things, even if we have a liquor license. So I'm really looking forward to see what kind of people are going to come out. People that do want to drink, and some people that don't want to, that just want to kind of hang out and try NA products. We'll have that too, including Bucci Mama, kombucha, and a few of the local places that are actually made NA products for us. And maybe we might make a few M&A products too. We're just gonna, again, it's nice having a liquor lawyer, and I would definitely recommend it, because you can bounce ideas off of them, and they can let you know if it's going to be legal or not. So other than that, it's been a pretty painless process. We signed the lease, we got things set up there, we got the food service license set up, occupancy, fire marshal, everyone knows we're moving into distillery in. The last steps now are just waiting for our TTB license. That should come any day now. After that, go on to the state and get our A3A license, but we can start bulk processing the liquor as soon as we get our TTB license. So we're really looking forward to that. can't make any sales or anything like that until we get our A3A license in the state of Ohio. But for the most part, we can start moving things over and start doing bulk processing of liquor on a federal level. And we are looking forward to that too. So, like I said, it's going to be a bittersweet thing. We're kind of ready to move on to a bigger city, more sales, more revenue to grow a little bit faster. We got a lot of great things happening at liquor agencies, Kroger's, Giant Eagles, all over the state of Ohio. We're picking up new places, I would say once a week maybe. We're getting something in to a new Kroger's or a new Giant Eagle, so we're really happy about that. A couple places I really want to talk about that's doing extremely well with sales. That is Logan Kroger. Kyle over there, man, he has been like a big supporter of Flat Rock and everything we've been doing for a long time, and I do appreciate that big time. And also John over at Washington Square Kroger, and he's done a great job too. He has a nice Ohio liquor section that makes it real easy to kind of showcase what we have to offer. Not a lot of Krogers do that. I pulled my product out of a lot of Krogers that had our stuff like kind of way in the back or under something or behind a barrel. No one can see that. I'm not going to make any sales that way. So if you are going to open a distillery or you have a distillery open in Ohio, definitely visit these places that are selling your liquor and see where your placement is. Because if it's not placed properly, you're not going to make any sales. If you're not going to make any sales, the days on hand is going to go up more, and it's going to be harder to get into more places. Definitely go in there, visiting, talking to the liquor manager, see how excited they're about your product, or if it's just a hindrance. You make the call about moving it, because the state of Ohio will work with you about moving to another place. Seek out the places that the liquor manager is excited about your product, excited about you. They want to showcase what you have to offer. Definitely showcase what Ohio distilleries have to offer. Those are things that I look for when I walk into a Kroger's or it has my product in it. How are you presenting my product? How are you? How do you feel about it? Are you pushing people to buy? If those questions being answered, well, we really don't care. I just pull them product out. And like I said, State of Ohio is really, really good at working with you about moving product around. The other thing I would say, if you're in Ohio, make sure that you go into a place that has a D8 license. That's something that bit me in the butt early on. I got into a lot of places only to find out that half of them didn't have tasting license, so I couldn't do tastings there. And that really was tough, because I had to start eliminating places that didn't have a license, because now we're doing more and more tastings. It will absolutely help with sales and brand notoriety and things like that in the state. So as soon as we started doing tastings, sales just kind of took off. So it's something to look at. Definitely making sure that you just throwing product into any store. Definitely look at places that have that D8 license that allow tastings. And I would say that probably applies to any state that you go to. Make sure you can do tastings at ABC stores, because being able to go in and stare at your customers in the face and get some pictures and sign some jars and be there to show that you care about your product, a lot of people really will respect that. And I think that's something that's really important when you have a brand in stores. But yeah, those two locations, man, Worthington Square, I grew up right around the corner from that place, not too far away, maybe 5 or 6 minute drive away from there. And also Logan, Ohio, like I said, Hocking Hills area. If you go down there, make sure you grab some Flat Rock's products. It's right there in Logan. We just got into Pit Stop in Lancaster too. Sales there are doing very, very well. We got Rich's Strawberry Glow in there. So that's really, really cool too. And then we're working on North Carolina. Right now we're selling out quickly at Murphy. I can't even keep product in there. As a matter of fact, we're going to leave Ohio next week and drive down several cases to the liquor stores that are selling our product. So we're really looking forward to what we can do in North Carolina, because the sales there are becoming very brisk. And that's one of the reasons why we're looking to move. I love this place. I love what we've done here. My kids grew up here. But wooden floors, no floor drains. Not a lot of room to produce. It's tough, and I think it's perfect for aging. It has a brick lined cellar. It's dry. We just had someone come out and seal off all the walls, so I can launch from age here. But as far as production at the level that we need to be at right now, it's just not enough room for us to do what we have to do. So, and that's something else. Like I said, I've said that before in other videos. When you look at places, make sure you get a place that has everything that you need right off the bat, because you don't want to grow and then find out you can't grow or you can't grow anymore because you're limited on the place that you picked out, and you have a 5-year lease or something like that you're locked into. So really be careful when you find a new place. Another thing too, and I've kind of kept saying this, if you're going to be retail, go to a place where you know there's a population density, there's people there that have the money to come out and spend money in your distillery. And that could be near a large city or a tourist center like Logan. I know that Hockey Hills Moonshine down there, I heard does very well because they're in a tourist location. And Napoleon, for example, is not. We're close to the river, but this town really doesn't take advantage of the river. We really don't have anything for people to do here, so it's difficult when people come here to the distillery and I can only give them 1 ounce, so if they drove 2 hours to come and visit me, and it's tough. So I'm looking forward to the move, but definitely look for a place that's going to be big enough for you to kind of grow into. But yeah, I'm looking forward to having two places. Having a lot of barrels here is really important. Being able to lock the door, set the alarm, and just kind of forget about the barrels that we have here for a year or 2 or 3 years. I'm really, really, really excited about that because I think Ohio bourbon is just the price and the availability and the demand for it is going to go through the roof. So I'm really looking forward to making more bourbon. Because that is one of our number one sellers for my folks that are coming from the bigger cities. They're grabbing a few jars of moonshine here and there, but for the most part, it's the aged liquors is what they're looking for. And if you're ever wondering, I'm making videos too, while I'm always looking over to my left, it's because I'm the only person here. I'm the bartender, and I have people walking by and looking in the windows, trying to see the still, and so I watch them so that I can stop the video if they walk in, because when you walk into my distillery, I greet you right away. I'm the only person you see when you walk in through my door. So that's one of the reasons why I'm always looking off to my left, because my front door is there. And I always like to catch people when they walk in, because they look a little bewildered because they don't know what to expect when they walk into a distillery. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what's going on with us. I mean, we do have a pretty major tasting coming together in the end of March in North Carolina at Murphy and Clay ABC stores. So if you're in North Carolina, stay tuned, because we are going to put together a pretty cool event. Tastings, Mark Rogers, Huck, couple more surprises. I mean, it's going to be really, really, really cool tasting in the heart of moonshine country in North Carolina. Really looking forward to that. And I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be pouring. I'm looking forward to hitting, like I said, going out to the stores that are selling my product. I don't like just sitting back and making stuff and wondering, I wonder how things are going there. I wonder how people are interacting with the liquor managers, and how are they enjoying my product. I'm going to actually get on the road and take my family down there so they can kind of see, and I can kind of see how the liquor is being received and where it's being sold, and get to see Mo Blake, Huck, and everybody down there. I'm really looking forward to that too. It's been a while since I've been to Kentucky or Tennessee or North Carolina. I've been working so much, working a full-time job and running this as much as I can. I mean, it just kind of got me burnt out, mentally exhausted. So I'm ready to go now. This is my full-time job. This is my main focus now. And I feel really, really, really good about that. It's tough because there's no sick days. You can't take a break. You can't say, oh, I'm not going to go in today. You got to grind every day, especially when you're doing stuff by yourself. I'm it for production. I'm it for packaging, quality control, compliance. Everything comes through me. That's just the way it is. I got Rich Regal. I mean, he is a good brand representative for a lot of our brands here. He's killing it when he goes to do tasting. So watch his page too. He does a lot of tastings on his own. And I'm letting him do his own thing and market the way he wants to, because he knows his fan base and his popularity is growing. So you got to watch out for him. Hiring a couple more brand reps too. So if you are interested and you live in Ohio and you want to apply to become a brand rep, let me know. It's commission based. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when you do a tasting, especially on a Saturday or a Sunday, I mean, you're gonna go through a lot of product. I mean, there's a lot of people coming up to us, and because of the master distiller, the connection of moonshiners, you get a lot of people that actually want to talk to you. I did a tasting at a Tuesday in Worthington. I had a line of people waiting to try. Matter of fact, I would say I had more people buying product from me at that tasting on a Tuesday, 5 to 7, than I see an entire weekend in Napoleon. An entire weekend. So these tastings not only bring in some revenue, but they also really get people buying your product, and they're like, you know what, that pear was good or that strawberry was good. I'm gonna go back and get another jar. And then that's how you build an audience, and that's how you build a market. So tastings are really, really important. And if you're gonna open a distillery, you have a distillery open in Ohio, make sure you are in a place that allows tastings. Because if you just pop into 5 places about tastings and you're like, well, I want to do tasting now, it's going to be really hard to explain to the state of Ohio why you want to move your products out into another place. So if you're interested in the sales rep position, I am looking for a sales rep in Toledo, another one in Columbus, Cincinnati, Springfield, Dayton area, also maybe Logan, Zanesville area around there, and also absolutely Cleveland. I cannot tell you how many requests we have for products in the Cleveland area, and I just can't get there. I mean, they're like, oh, we want 1 or 2, we want a mixed pack. I don't have the production capacity to take care of Cleveland or all of Columbus, all of Cincinnati yet. That's one of the reasons why we are moving to Toledo, so that we can quadruple our production, make more, maybe to jar more. There's more of an infrastructure there when it comes to large scale production than what I have here, what I have to work with here. I mean, we're talking floor drains, concrete tile floors, independent water supply, tap room that's separated from the distillery in the bonded area. It's just a lot of really cool stuff that comes along with the building that is really going to make increasing production really, really easy. So I'm gonna keep trying to do these videos when I can. I mean, we're on the road, we're driving, I'm renting liquor, I'm watching moonshiners, I'm doing all kinds of interacting with customers. I'm doing a lot of stuff, but I'm really trying to stay connected to everyone as much as I can. I know a lot of people write me all the time asking me to help them open distilleries, or they have a question about a recipe, or they want to know where our products are. Keep watching YouTube channels. I suck at graphic design with YouTube. I might try to get one of my kids to help me out, because they're better at that kind of stuff. Music and graphics and all this stuff, I'm not really good at it. I'm just now getting used to talking on camera. That's something that I had to kind of get used to, because I know that we got a lot of people that are asking questions, like I said, every day, and asking how we're doing. And I'm not trying to be coy or keep things close to my chest. It's just I get overwhelmed very quickly because it's just me doing a lot of stuff. And I can't tell you the amount of demand that we have right now that I cannot take advantage of. And that has been a problem for us from the very beginning, that we have way more demand than product. And sometimes that's a good thing, and people say, oh, that's a good problem to have. But over time, when it's a long-term demand and you can't supply, people start asking questions. And so I'm going to try doing more and more videos, answering any kind of question. If you got a question, let me know. I'll try to answer it. I'm literally just trying to increase production while keeping my quality where it is, very, very high quality, my products, and improve my brand, improve my packaging, do all that cool stuff that you got to do when it's time to grow. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I want to be able to take care of everyone that wants me to go to Virginia or Georgia, or Mississippi or Arkansas or California. Like, we get all these messages in bars and restaurants and ABC stores. All these places are just demanding our stuff, but I cannot send it because we don't make enough. You know, that's something I'm working on. We've been working on this project for about, I would say, every day for about a year to get to our place in Toledo up and running. So yeah, that's all we've been waiting for is a TTV license and the state license and getting that all set up and ready to go, and then being able to open, have a full bar and all the good stuff. I think what we're going to do at the very beginning is just produce, probably for a month while we get everything in place. And I want to get used to using the space before we just open up and start having people come in for dinner and for tastings. I want to have everything perfect. I want to have enough products. I want to have enough in the bonded area. I want to make sure I'm compliant with the state and the feds. I want to make sure everything is perfect before we open. So I'm thinking we should be looking at a grand opening there in May, beginning of May. But we are definitely going to be shut down from February, March, and April for about 3 months. That should give me enough time to kind of get our stock up a little bit, get everything moved over. I got to get moved over. I got to get this place ready for barrels. Got to meet with the fire marshal here in Napoleon and kind of figure out what their requirements are going to be when it comes to long-term storage of barrels here. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And like I said, I try to stay in contact with everyone as much as I can. I'm not trying to be secretive. I'm not trying to be social. I'm just to the point right now where I'm like, I'm always being overwhelmed. If you know me, you know I'm working a full-time job. I'm doing this. I'm trying to keep everything together, but it's extremely hard. If I just had a boutique distillery and I just sat here and waited for people to walk in, I don't think it would be that bad. I think it would be able to just kind of have more of a laid-back kind of distillery that would be awesome. But to this point, we have so much responsibilities, not just in the state of Ohio, but also in other states, to get production going, to set up distribution networks and get our products into other states, including Eastern Tennessee. I know there's a few people out there that told me not to go to Eastern Tennessee. I'm going to Eastern Tennessee, whether you like it or not, so you don't have to deal with it. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, too. So, it's Friday night. Just kind of want to touch base with everybody. Just wanted to talk about our projects. So we got a really cool tasting coming up. Make sure you watch our Facebook page. We'll be posting some dates and times about that. Like I said, it's going to be Huck and Mark, and I'll be there too. So it's going to be a really, really, really cool and fun time. But we are just figuring out the last bits of detail as far as the time. But it's going to be in the end of March. So we're really looking forward to that. So if you have any questions, keep those questions coming. I'll try to answer them as quickly as I can. Yes, I'm extremely busy. Do not try to call me because I don't answer phone calls. I'm either here and it's loud, or we have customers, or we're on the road driving and delivering, or we have 4 kids to take care of too. So it's very hard for me to take phone calls. You can send me messages on here. You can send me messages on Facebook. Either way, I can answer you. And like I said, I'll work on more and more of these videos. I got a lot of cool stories to talk about. I ran a brewery for a long time. I had one of the first microbrewery licenses in Ohio. I've been through pretty much everything in this business as you can name. Rated by the state and just all kinds of crazy shit that I went through. And I'll try to share some of those kind of stories as much as I can. Like I said, try to be transparent about what we're trying to do here at Flat Rock. I mean, essentially, at this time, I'm trying to increase production so I can take care of the demand that is out there right now that I can't take care of. It's not like we have a bunch of liquor and I'm saying, where am I going to sell all this? No, it's like the warehouse in Columbus needs products. The warehouse in Cleveland needs products. The warehouse in North Carolina, 20-case order that I cannot fill because I don't have enough product. I'm like running and making mash and filling jars and then taking care of customers when they come here. So it's getting really, 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 really stressful to run things and keep up with demand. But I'm looking forward to moving into a place where I can hire staff and really churn out a lot of product quickly. And that, like I said, that's coming within the next month. But we're talking weeks away for me to be able to go there and start producing. So I'm going to say goodnight. Have a safe Friday, and maybe I'll touch base with everybody Sunday. See ya.